You were taught to be a modern day slave. I told you, these damn 9 to 5s, it ain't like it used to be. Let's go.
Chill. D-boy hits. Hey, Steve-O, man, pass the weed. Yeah.
Fucking job. It ain't you. It's these motherfuckers right here. It's the motherfuckers on the top. But now we gotta do this shit again. So all I have to say is we gotta do this shit again. And nobody tell me, and nobody here tell me why I get emotional. Why you talk like that? That's my motherfucking
That's fine. You can do that.
You don't know what I motherfucking feel. I want my ass off of this motherfucking
Exactly.
I've been here 30-something motherfucking years.
Yeah, I agree too.
30-something fucking years. You tell me I ain't got no motherfucking pension.
Yeah, I agree.
And nobody tell me to calm my ass down. Fuck everybody tell me to calm down. God damn it. This is my motherfucking money y'all playing with.
You're right, Dwayne.
Fuck that shit.
So this is what I'll say.
You gonna tell me how the motherfucking feels. Fuck that shit, man.
So this is what I'll
Fuck
say.
this shit.
Anytime the government,
Analyze that
anytime the
shit.
government bails out a corporation or gives some.
Hello, welcome to my podcast, Run Ya MouF PoDCasT, with me, your host, Dre Drizzle. Well, you saw the video. The man worked over 30 years, and now he doesn't have a pension. So, we've been talking about and debating on 9 to 5s and versus entrepreneurship for the last few years recently. And it's high time we start getting that business owner thinking mindset. We should use 9 to 5s as a stepping stone to keep us afloat while we fulfill our dreams as an entrepreneur. You see that? And we got to stop voting for these damn Democrats. The only thing the Democrats, they have you begging, looking for handouts. They don't want you to really get out there and get it yourself. We got to get the Democrats out and leave them out of that White House. They all sleep in the same bed. So I don't know why people are just voting for Democrats like something gonna change. Nothing changed. Obama was in office 8 years. Nothing changed. Nothing. At least with the Republicans, you have a chance to get some money. They ain't gonna give you nothing, but you'll have an opportunity to make some money, get it out the mud. The Democrats want you to be, I'm entitled to this. I'm an American. I'm entitled to this, instead of getting out there, getting that money yourself. Look at the job market. It's a mess. This is for 9 to 5s, it just don't seem durable anymore. Jobs just don't seem durable. Because if you go to work, there's no way you should be homeless. If you get up out your bed to go to work, there's no way you should be without. No way. We got to get out of this mindset of the traditional way of making a living. Years and years ago, people got a job, finished school, got a job, had a pension plan, had the 401k, and they raised their families. They retired with the pension and all and everything. But it's not like that anymore. There's a lot of employers that would get rid of you when you get close to retirement age. They'll set you up. They'll find something to fire you about or over. Because you're getting ready to get a check that you worked hard for all those years. I've seen this go down a lot of times. And nobody in that video should be telling that man to calm down. That's crazy. I mean, he just got robbed of over 30 years. He did the right thing. He stayed on a job 30 years. Why he can't get his pension? He earned it. So we got to get out of this mindset of, okay, I'm going to get a job and that's it. Nah. Get that job and use the job, because they're using you. Use the job as a stepping stone. Yeah, you just doing that so you can have a roof over your head, have a car to drive, but on the side, when you get off, that's when real life begins for you. So whatever dreams, whatever thoughts you have in your head, just give it a shot. You'll never know if it's going to work or not unless you give it a shot. You got to give it a shot. Don't be afraid to fail. You gain a lot of knowledge from your failures. Life ain't all about winning all the time. Sometimes you have to fail to win. It's called life experiences. And I know, but that's a story for another day. So I suggest it's enough money out there for everybody to pursue their dreams and just circulate the money in a circle. That's what they're doing in the white community, the Asian community. The money's going in a circle. Everybody eating good. Come out I get it. Pass it, but I'm eating. We all eating. And it's time to get out of that mindset of, hey, I got all this money, so let me go buy this $1 million house with 20 rooms in it that you don't need. Nah. We need to create some black wealth. That's what we need to do. It's a lot of multi-million, it's billionaires here in Atlanta. Black billionaires are right here in Atlanta. And I think that we're responsible for each other. As human beings, we are responsible for each other. Everybody on, I don't like you because of this, or I hate you. Everybody just spitting and spatting over everything, man, that don't even matter. When you indulge in all of that, the world around you is crumbling. Nobody's believing in God no more. That's because you ain't gave God a chance. That's why you don't believe him, because you ain't gave him a chance. So hopefully, we could come together as black people and just create our own job market, our own wealth. You know what I mean? Because come on, man, a 9 to 5 is really if you just solely gonna do that with your life, do you know how great life is? And you just gonna spend your whole life just going and work all the time, every day for the rest of your life until you die. Cause by the time you hit retirement, if you get there, you probably gonna die. Because I know somebody personally, he was only retired for 2 years. Barely 2 years, and he died. And he worked all those years. Think about it. You can't go on vacation when you want. You can't stay out when you're sick. Some of them don't want you staying out when you're sick because they don't care. So you got to have that same mentality when it comes to these employers. You know what I mean? Just let them know, hey, I'm here for this. This is in the contract. This is in my job description. I'm doing just this. As long as I'm doing my job, that's it. Don't bother me. You know what I mean? You're not there to make friends. You can be cordial, but you're not there to make friends. You got a plan. And you're going to fulfill that plan. And what you're doing by going to work, that job is enabling you to do it in a more comfortable way. You know what I mean? Or maybe uncomfortable. Because I don't know nobody nowadays that likes to go to work. And it's because the pay. It's because of the pay. They want you to work, but they don't want to pay you nothing. And they expect you to be happy about that. Don't want to give you no raises. They want to put you on this point system. A point system for a grown ass person. Well, you got 7 points. You go through your 7 points we're gonna terminate you. You playing with my life with some fucking points? Really? So, you know, we got to start thinking outside of the box. We got to think bigger than, you know, just think big. Outside of the box, don't, you know what I mean? And stand back and just look at the world. Pay attention to a lot of the stuff like stocks and stuff like that. Pay attention to that. Because the real world ain't the hood. The real world is outside of the hood. Why you think most of them niggas, they stay in the hood? Because they know if they get out there in that real world, that's the real gangster out there. When you get out there in the real world, oh yeah, that's where the real gangsters at. And the real gangsters is this government. Yeah. It's that white man. He control everything. That's the gangster. I mean, think about it. They control everything. And you want to convince me that Tyrone, Ricky down on the corner, they gangsters? Come on, man. Let's keep this real. If we're gonna keep it real, let's keep it real. Now I know I've been ranting and, you know, going off topic a little bit, but it's you know, that video pissed me off. You know what I mean? It pissed me off. That's a prime example of what we men go through. Nobody give a damn about us. They just do shit to us and think we just supposed to keep taking that. And that's why I tell you, black woman, we need y'all. We need to stop all this going back and forth on the internet and putting on a show for the whole world to watch. And sit back and say, look at them dumb niggas. Look. Yeah, that's what they're doing. We got to come together. We need each other. So you can go ahead on with that. I don't need no man or I don't need no woman. Nah. You can go ahead on with that. We need each other. You know what I mean? So hopefully this video can get to some young people too, to let them know they could, you know, hey, put it in your mind, I'm gonna work this job until my dream come true. Until you get off work, get you a little rest, and start on your dream, start on your future. And then go the same, you know, for grown people in our age groups. That saying you too old to be doing this or you too old to be, that's bullshit. You supposed to stop living your life. You supposed to start living because you 40, 50, or 60. Really? Nah. There's a lot of actors in the entertainment business that made it when they was in their 50s. Red Fox was one of them. Statistics says, and it shows that most millionaires become millionaires in their 50s. So it's not too late, and it's not a young man's world. It's not. I can't tell because they ain't doing shit with it. We got to take it back and show them what to do with it. And so, you know, I know you got to do what you got to do, but put a plan together. Put a plan together. If you ain't a business minded type of person, start looking at stocks. Just look at the stocks. Look at and see what that stock doing. The scale is really easy to read. And then you can scroll back what it did 6 months ago, what it did 1 year ago, what it did 3 years ago, and watch the pattern of that stock. Buy into it. If it's a good, you'll know if it's good because you're gonna see the pattern. And if you don't understand it or need help with it, just call a broker. Fidelity, Merrill Lynch. You know, you can buy small stocks and you can buy big stocks, but buy stocks. Buy you some life insurance. Get you some universal life insurance. Check into that. So you can use that while you're living. Okay. So say if you get $100,000 of universal life insurance, and then some time on down in years, maybe 5-10 years, you be like, hey, shoot, I need about 50 racks. Or you ain't gotta need it. You can just want it. And you just pick up the phone and get them borrow the money off of yourself. You ain't got to be going to no loan institution. They getting all up in your business, and then they ain't gonna never give you what you asking for. And then you're gonna get a high interest rate paying it back. No, you be the bank. You borrow that money off of yourself. So stocks, life insurance, start investing in this stuff. Look it up. You know, it could be more of a long term, but that's good. That's good. Now you got some short term stocks and stuff like that, but they ain't gonna pay out like the long term. But hey, something better than nothing. You can start. So you say, well, I ain't got enough money to buy stock. Okay, so this stock might cost $100, right? Or this stock might cost $30. But they doing fairly well. Just buy one stock for $30. Every time you get paid, buy another stock for $30. Do you do that for a few years, a couple of years? You'll be surprised how many shares you've been on bought. Yeah, do it like that. And then when the market go up, you look on there. Okay, you bought it for $30, but now that stock done rose all the way up to $200 a share. You've been buying for about 2 or 3 years. You probably got about, just off the top of my head, 400-500 shares by this time, because you just been steady buying. You know, just you know, that's not an exact number, but just think. That stock went from $30 to $200 a share. So you done bought by this time 500 shares just off the rip. That's $500 they got to pay you. No, that's $200 they got to pay you per share 500 times. 200 per share, and you got 500 shares now because you've been investing for a few years. 200 times 500. See what I'm saying? You ain't got to pull it all out. You know what I mean? Pull out what you want, what you need, and leave some in there so it can keep going. We got to get out of that mind frame of 9 to 5. We got to show these people, no, you really need us to get rich. You need us. We don't need you like that. We got options. They want you to think you don't have options. When you get on these jobs, they be having these little meetings. They try to convince you that, well, it ain't no jobs out there, and or it ain't nothing. Everything is tied up and dried up. You know, they want to try to scare you into staying at that job and waste your whole life at that job when they, you know, it's so many ways to make money. It's so many ways to make money. You know what I mean? So, let's do it, man. You know what I mean? Let's do it. This your boy, Dre Drizzle. Run Your Mouth Podcast. Y'all let me know. Y'all have any ideas? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe, like, and I'm gonna be bringing you some information. We're gonna be talking over here. We're gonna be doing so much over here. We're gonna do a lot. You know what I mean? We're gonna have some fun over here too. Now you can go on TikTok. I play live. You know, I play music live on TikTok. 80s, 90s, 70s, you know, good music for the grown and sexy over there at TikTok. Type in Dre Drizzle and put a 0 behind it, and I'll come up. And when you do that, just follow me, hit the follow button, so when I go live, you'll get a notification. And you know what I'm saying, I believe we're gonna win in the end though. I really do believe we're gonna win in the end. Everybody ain't gonna be able to go. That's just how life is. But I do believe we're gonna win in the end. So y'all keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Research the stocks and stuff like that. But yeah, talk to me. You know what I mean? Talk back to me. Run your mouth in the comments. All right. Peace.
Boy hits. Hey Steve-O, man, pass the weed. Yeah. a sip of that Remy too, my nigga. Yeah, my nigga. Smoke when we want to, we drink when we want to. This what we do, man.
Smoke when I want to, drink up the Remy. Smoke when I want to, drink up the Remy. Smoke when I want to, drink up the Remy. It's D-boy, you know.